Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, non-binaries, and transgenders, this is the Ultra Heelz Wrestling Podcast, live from Burberry Studios, Garfield, New Jerusalem. I am Darth Messiah. I am not a wrestling genius, but I play one on the internet. And you're gonna love it. And the phone is always the OG, the triple OG of the Ultra Heelz.
It's a man that is the leader of the Fuck the Mr. McMahon group, and also known as the leader of great storybook. Also known as Man to Be a Girl to Cripple Crawl Space, have a run to a crawl space, and if I'm lucky, Mr. McMahon will be the next one in that group.
And on the boards, Stevie Franchise JK.
Yo, it's your boy, the franchise in the building, on the ones and twos, giving you that Ultra Wrestling heel news.
And guess who's back? Back again. Bartman's back. Hello, friend.
100% babyface, 200% ultra heel at heart. You know what it is to be on this podcast. So what is up?
Yes.
Man, what is going on, guys?
There were some rumblings. I heard it was royal.
It was very royal.
Do you watch that wave dude that he calls all the waves like royal and lavish and luscious?
No.
Oh, yes. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Royal. It was royal.
Oh, man.
I'm still getting used to the new setup because, goddamn.
All we did was turn the room sideways.
Yeah, but still, it's like, I'm just so not used to this.
I know, because I feel myself staring at J Kid now, but I need to be looking forward.
I know, this is kind of different. I know. It's just like, now you guys are going to look
Because this happened at the old studio, too. He turned the room sideways, and it was the same thing where, like, I have to fight to not look sideways anymore.
Yeah. You guys can't look at me anymore.
Yeah, it's so sad. You're so sexy.
Sad.
Or it's like I'm trying to keep an eye on the slides, but next thing you know, it's like tiny camera.
Yeah.
Kelvin's in the building. Commissioner, the president of the Sami Zayn turned on the Bloodline, the Lord of the Black Throne.
That was not
Very oozy.
No, it was not Uzi.
Dude.
I stand with the Bloodline.
I do.
I stand with the Bloodline. We'll get to it, but I stand with the Bloodline.
Okay.
I'm just making that known now.
Okay.
That's fair.
That's pretty fair.
But you know where I also stand? A part of me stands, if you will. A part of me stands when we have Cheeks of the Week.
Cheeks of the week.
I'm stealing that line.
A part of me stands whenever we have Cheeks of the Week.
I like that. I like that.
Oh, you didn't switch our TV back.
Oh.
Yeah, you did switch our TV. Yeah. Nikita Lyons and Emma, real name Tenille Dashwood, that she's known as on the indies. But yeah, Emma and Tenille Dashwood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, give me
Okay.
give me a sec.
All I'm okay, then I just need me some milk. I can go ahead and eat all that.
Facts.
Why is this not working? Uh-oh. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 sec. We're having technical difficulties.
On my side, I just keep seeing that flash of teeth.
If you can't get it, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'll just look at the phones.
Yeah, give me 1 sec. I know the fans could see it.
Yeah, they see it. They see it.
definitely see it.
All that lusciousness. And Nikita Lyons just had surgery this morning for her, I believe it was a torn ACL.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember it was some kind of leg surgery.
Kelvin said, "In cheeks we stand."
In
Yes, sir.
Of course.
Stand, of course. Definitely. Give me 1 sec, guys. I'll be right back.
Oh, hit the next slide before you
Yes, I will.
you run around.
I got you.
And then we got Elektra Lopez, who I said a few months ago, probably early last year, before I knew about Nikita Lyons, I was stalking Elektra Lopez because that's an Amazon. That is one beautiful big woman.
How tall is she in total? Like,
I've got to guess she's about almost 6 foot, 5'11", 5'10".
oh, that look. I just wanted to know. 'Cause I just want to know how much milk I need to drink out of that. So just want to make sure what size I was drinking.
And then Jessica McKay, formerly known as
Oh, I know you're talking.
Iconics.
Yes.
I've now forgot her ring name. Has been so long.
Hold on, I'm pulling this up.
Jessica McKay. Billy Kay. There we go. Billy Kay. Formerly known as Billy Kay.
Billy Kay got the baby lumps back there, but it's all right.
Yeah. Well, small booties matter. Small booties matter.
They matter to somebody.
We do not discriminate.
I do a little bit because I be for the push.
That one works too. If you want to go with that one, J-Kid. That one works too. And then we have a special treat this week for the women that have been champions. Well, actually, one of them wasn't champion. They stole the championships from their husband and wore them. But yes, there we go.
Nice.
And you got Mandy Rose hitting she hit the HBK pose.
And WWE had no problem with that thing, but they got a problem with that.
It's still weird seeing Chelsea agree with the GCW championship of some kind.
All right, and I'm back, guys.
Yeah.
And better than ever.
Yeah. And then, of course, the one that Paige is wearing had various people's semen on it at some point.
Oh, yes. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Every time I look at that photo, I think of all the women champions in NXT
that kissed the title after that.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. So crazy.
And now going back to that, if we're talking about that NXT Women's Championship, I just keep thinking about Austin Creed whenever he does the hip swivels now.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine that.
Yep. Yeah, he was in there good. He was in there good.
Right now, out of all three of those, these pictures look good, but we all know Paige still wins. Hands down, hands up, camera on stand, whole other person.
Face down.
That's the main photo I got. I'm about to make it my display on my watch.
Y'all some hound dogs.
Ain't nothing but a hound dog. Well, let me not sing that. We don't support that man here.
Nah.
Because he stole from the great James Brown, but nobody wants to talk about that. Anyway, Ultra Fantasy Booking.
Good show.
Ultra Fantasy Booking. Last week was One Night Stand, the first multi-brand pay-per-view of the year. Warzone versus Dragon Force, head-to-head, in the same card. We kicked the night off with a match from Dragon Force. It was Cesaro taking on Johnny Gargano in a Pure Rules match. Cesaro won with 64% of the votes, and Johnny Gargano with 36% of the votes. And the star rating, we did star ratings, was a 3.5.
Yeah, I don't mind fucked up. I accidentally clicked the button earlier, but it's still around that range, so I'm allowed that.
3.5.
Who rated this, Meltzer?
No, that'll be later in the match, yeah. That'll be later in the card, but one of them got Meltzer.
Match 2. We had a tag team battle royal for Warzone. It was The New Day, represented by Big E and Xavier Woods, taking on the Usos, taking on the Acclaimed, and newly signed to Warzone, Kane and Undertaker, the Brothers of Destruction. Winning with 1 vote over the Brothers of Destruction, the Usos.
Thank God.
I wanted Brothers of Destruction to win. I had a storyline planned out for them, but
yeah, that's fair. But the last thing we need is Kane having another title with social media the way it is right now.
Yeah. This match was also 3.5 stars. 3.5 stars. Next up, from Dragon Force, we had Kazuchika Okada, the ECW television champion, taking on Wardlow, the IWGP Intercontinental champion. And this was a champion versus champion. No titles on the line, though. But Okada won 58-42%. And that was also 3.5 stars. Was also 3.5 stars. Match 4 for the MLW Openweight Championship. champion Daniel Bryan defended against AJ Styles.
Oh yeah,
Taking home the win by 2%, 51-49. Hashtag and new MLW Openweight Champion, AJ Styles. This match was 4 stars.
Thank God.
Next up, representing Dragon Force, we had a 6-person intergender tag team match. It was Mia Yim and the Dudley Boys defeating Mickie James and Pentagon and Rhea Phoenix, representing Death Triangle. And this match was 3 stars. But that was Yim and Dudley won. All right. Our semi-main event, and this was for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. Wow, I'm shocked by the voting. But Darby Allin, the champion, took on the biggest money draw in all of Warzone, Pat McAfee. He's only had 2 matches, but he's the biggest draw. He's our Brock Lesnar. He only works twice a year. Champion Darby Allin retained 69 to 31%.
Robbery.
Yeah.
McAfee should have won the whole thing.
And this was a 3-star match. This was a 3-star match.
That's high for a Meltzer rating.
Somebody did vote it a 5-star. Caballero, with quadruple underscore after that. Whoever that is, he voted for a 5-star.
I think
Hey,
I gave it a
Caballero.
4-star by accident.
And the main event, it was a women's Money in the Bank tag team. Women's Money in the Bank match. Representing Warzone, we had Paige and Serena Deeb, and representing Dragon Force, Sasha Banks and Naomi. And the winner, dominating the voting with 60% of the votes, Sasha Banks is Mrs. Money in the Bank, and she can cash in on either brand when she chooses to do so. And that was One Night Stand.
Damn.
Is it still Sasha Banks or is it Mercedes Moné?
In our universe, she's still Sasha Banks.
Okay, that's fine.
Like Cesaro is still Cesaro in our universe.
Yep.
Like I feel like I should just name her Sasha Monet.
Okay. You want to re-gimmick her to Sasha Moné?
No, re-gimmick her to Monet Banks.
Yeah, that also works.
Yeah.
That would.
Yeah.
That would.
And now this week's episode of Warzone. We're going to kick the night off. We have the Acclaimed coming out. Max Cash is on the mic. Hey, yo, listen. LA Knight and MJF, if you're waiting for them to do something exciting, don't hold your breath. You can't see me like Cena because I blew out your candles on Hanukkah. You don't smell what The Rock is cooking because you're too busy sniffing Paul Heyman's yarmulke. El Paso! The Acclaimed has arrived! Oh, there's no scissoring in this universe, by the way.
That's an image I didn't want to see in my head.
There's no scissoring in this universe. We'll leave it at that. Okay, opening match. Anthony Bowens taking on Zicky Dice. And we have a couple of stipulation finishes. Anthony Bowens wins clean. Anthony Bowens wins by DQ after MJF and LA Knight interfere. Or Zicky Dice wins via interference from MJF and LA Knight. Because MJ Knight. That's actually a pretty good name for that team.
That would be a good name.
That's a good rock.
MJ Knight.
MJ Knight would be a good name for that team.
Because they are a newly formed tag team on our show. Match 2, the House of Black, represented by Aleister Black and Buddy Murphy, or Buddy Matthews, whatever the hell his name is, taking on War Machine. In the women's division, match 3, Indy Hartwell versus Taya Valkyrie. Match 4, recently defending his world championship, Darby Allin will be taking on Solo Sikoa. And then we have an interview backstage in the ring. Renee is going to interview Walter. Walter, what's next for you? You've had this long-running blood feud with Hammerstone. So what is next? He's disgraceful to this ring. He lifts weights and eats meat. He takes no time to practice this sacred sport. My destiny is gold, so I will beat him once and for all, and then I will target the champion of my choosing. Hammerstone, I want an Iron Man match. So that will be at the next pay-per-view. Hammerstone versus Walter in an Iron Man match.
Is Walter complaining about how Hammerstone's eating a $2 steak? Because I don't see what the eating meat part is a problem with.
He doesn't train. He just eats
Yeah, I figured,
and lifts weights.
I see what
He
you
doesn't
mean.
train.
I see what you mean.
Because the mat is sacred. Main event in the Let Freedom Ring United States Open Championship, champion Cody Rhodes will be defending against Machine Gun Carl Anderson. And that is Warzone.
Machine Gun, baby. That's one of you.
That might be one of the votes I might actually go against Cody.
Machine Gun?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've gone from jobbers. We're now taking people out of tag teams to put up against them because I put him against Malachi Black 2 weeks ago.
Right.
And then we'll move on to, actual main eventers. Maybe somebody will beat him.
Well, speaking of Cody,
He has finally won. I say finally because we saw it coming.
Yes.
Anything else would have just been a fuck up.
what up?
Cody,
nightmare.
Cody has won the 2023 Royal Rumble.
And there would have been one exception to the rule, but then again, we all knew it wasn't going to happen. So Cody was the choice.
Of the actual options, there was no other choice. And after he won, before pointing to the WrestleMania sign, he kissed the Too Sweet, and he blew the gun.
It would have been great if Arn showed up.
Lawrence Anderson's block, man. That's what he's reminiscing about.
Bullet Club references there? Bullet Club references?
On the kiss and the Too Sweet, yeah.
So.
On the kiss and the Too Sweet, definitely.
You know what's happening is? It had to be. Because the Young Bucks changed their Twitter handle to the Too Sweet sign and the gun emoji.
There you go.
Yeah, that's true.
There you go. Which I find strange because they had bad blood when Cody left.
Man, look, they got bad blood, but he ain't there, so I guess they can be friends now.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Since he's not burying them because he had better wrestling creative, but that's another story.
That is.
It's another story for another day.
Better wrestling, let people win. He did it all.
My only criticism, he shouldn't have been number 30. Because since we already knew he was in it, why'd you save him for last? Because after 29 comes out, it's like, okay, I'm not going to pay attention to the ring until Cody shows up.
Well, I was about to say, you know why he was 29. Or did you not hear online that he was just medically cleared the day of?
Yeah, the day of.
Yeah, but
so if he wasn't medically cleared, I don't think they'd have had him in there at all. They did him like they did Rey Mysterio there.
Well, if that's the case, do him 29 instead of 30 to take away the anticipation.
So what the hell happened to Rey Mysterio?
He got hurt on SmackDown.
Oh.
yeah.
On SmackDown, they didn't let him wrestle.
So conveniently, they put Dominic right behind him Dominic attacked him backstage, so he never came out. Another thing I had a problem with, they did too many pairings where people came out right behind each other that looked too obvious.
Yeah.
Like Brock and Bobby, and then Omos and Strowman. They did that 4 different times, like 3 or 4 different times. I was like, why did you put them right behind each other?
Yeah, wasn't it all of Judgment Day in a row?
No. It was there was like one in between each of them. It was like they were like 13, 15, 17.
Yeah, but that's still close enough to say that was intentional.
Yeah, but
it wasn't a direct pairing, but because you needed other people for them to throw out. But my God, it was still obvious.
But Brock came out, he whooped some ass.
He did, and then Bobby came out.
Whooped that ass.
Bobby eliminating Brock for me was.
I thought that was amazing.
Fucking Walter.
Thank God. Thank God.
Walter.
Hold on, I need some applause right there.
Fucking Walter. This man killed it for an hour and 10 minutes.
I was astonished about Walter's.
Thank you, Paul.
Yeah.
Yes.
For giving Walter that chance, because he.
Yeah. Thank you, Triple.
I mean, he hasn't looked bad. It's just you kind of forget about him at times because he doesn't have that over-the-top personality.
Them slaps were serious. Holy
it's
crap.
either he doesn't have the over-the-top personality or he doesn't have the TV time that he respectfully deserves.
Right.
Word.
But again, when he's on the TV, he's money. And giving him that hour, beautiful. Fucking beautiful.
It proved why Walter is at the top of
First of all,
SmackDown.
First of all, and besides giving him that hour, let him be the final person in the run with Cody. I was like, no offense, we know Cody gonna win, but damn it, I want to see Walter like he about to win this shit and throw everybody off.
Yeah, facts.
He did throw everybody off though.
Yeah.
He threw enough people off,
He did.
Yeah. And then the face-to-face with Lesnar. They didn't actually fight, but they teased us.
The face-to-face with Lesnar on that.
That was for us.
Yeah.
You gotta be honest. That was for us. They were watching our show.
So you got that face-to-face, and then you have...
Which I've already booked on Warzone. Thank you, Paul. Send me that check, Triple H. I'll be waiting for it. I already booked a feud. They already had to blow off. I believe Brock won in a last man breathing fight pit.
Yes, last man breathing. Yes.
Yeah, last man breathing.
Otherwise, if we're really getting any WrestleMania information out of all of this, please, Bobby versus Brock in a fight pit or a UFC style match, an MMA style match.
That would be
Raw Underground.
Raw Underground.
Let's forget
what?
about Raw Underground.
Underground.
Let's keep it the fight pit name, but please give us that match at Mania.
I think they're also hinting. Go ahead.
I would take the Raw fight. I would take the NXT fight pit thing, but then just take the ropes off, turn down the lights, put a spotlight in the middle, and just let these two big dudes go at it.
Yes, last man breathing like I did.
Yo, for real.
Or I think they're also hinting at Logan Paul versus Seth Rollins for Mania.
I'm fine with that.
I'm fine with it.
I'm fine with that.
I'm okay with that. I think Logan Paul's been doing a great performance so far. So
Now here's my question for it.
And he's been going down great.
Do we give Logan Paul or Seth Rollins the U.S. title for the match? Because of the other rumored match that's going to be happening at Mania.
Which is?
Theory versus Cena.
No, that needs the U.S. title.
That needs the U.S. title, you think?
Yeah.
I'm about to say because what is it? Elimination Chamber for the Elimination Chamber this year is not going to be for the title. It's going to be for the U.S. title.
Yeah, the Elimination Chamber is going to be for the U.S. title this year.
Yeah, it's so far Theory. I had to pitch. Did I?
Cena goes bald for Mania.
For Elimination
Cena
Chamber,
shaves
it's
his whole head
Theory.
for Mania.
Rollins was confirmed last night when he beat Gable.
And it was,
There was another qualifier.
Bronson Reed was confirmed.
Yeah, Bronson Reed's in.
Oh yeah, Bronson.
And Johnny Gargano.
Yeah, so we still missing 2 spots.
Yeah, 2 more
Right.
spots. Yep, which they'll probably do on SmackDown.
Isn't Braun Breaker supposed to be in the main roster now?
No, he's
not
still
yet.
he's still
No,
NXT
still
champion.
NXT champion.
He'll probably show up Raw after Mania.
No, isn't the next NXT pay-per-view this coming Tuesday?
Vengeance Day is this coming Saturday.
Saturday,
Yes,
yes.
Vengeance Day. Yes.
So that's when we'll start to get that information.
But
But,
you know me, I'm thinking it might show up. You might see me in the far background.
Also, there was a bit of controversy not backstage, with the internet smarks because Ricky Starks showed up backstage at Royal Rumble. He was with Cody Rhodes, somebody that has gone to the Nightmare Factory to hone his craft. I mean, he was already doing indies and he had worked NWA, but pre-AEW he had went to get more training at the Nightmare Factory. So he looks up to Cody as a mentor. And the internet smarks had an issue with this. This particular person said, I'm starting to see some disturbing pictures circulating. Ricky Starks backstage at the Royal Rumble. Just when he's starting to get some spotlight and a push, he goes over there and get that stink of WWE on him. He's over there to support Cody Rhodes, but still, you don't have to physically be there around that toxicity. Excuse me? The fuck?
First of all, 1, who the fuck are you? 2, fuck your mother. 3, you need to grow the fuck up. This was a friend, man. When motherfuckers come to their town, they go see their friend.
Let me add a 4 to that. If you want to complain about Ricky Starks going to WWE, then you better be fucking complaining about how Bayley went to New Japan to support Monet.
People
Mercedes
did. People
moment.
did.
Yeah, but if it's the same, yeah, I get some people did,
Where'd
but
you find this?
Ricky Starks replied back to people seeing the picture, and it was the best reply on Twitter. He said, "Oh crap! I didn't know GTV was still around."
yeah, he did.
Best answer to give back.
These Facebook wrestling groups be wild.
yeah.
I think it's worse than Twitter
I think it is.
because it's the fact that it's a group. If you support the same topic, they'll post it,
Yeah.
and everybody was like, "Oh yeah, you're right." Oh man. Yeah.
We're in that weird time with social media.
Social media needs to die.
And look, I ready to fight the Twitter people just for so fact. Some Twitter people actually, what's that word? Think. They think.
Yeah.
They think.
Yeah.
What's that word?
I like that. I'm using that.
Valder said, "Bring back Shane for the Raw Underground match."
Oh, please let him be the referee, just like to see him jump around.
That was fun for a bit. Huh?
Are we sure we didn't see him jumping around on Royal Rumble, if you know what I mean?
Moving on, more backstage stuff. The Bloodline, the real Bloodline, got together. Obviously, we came to learn that Nia Jax was in the Women's Royal Rumble, so she was there. Tamina, I believe that's Tamina's mother, and I'm not sure who the guy is.
That's Tamina's mom on the left, and that's just a regular family of the Usos. Sokola, Nia, Tamina.
Yeah.
But apparently, two more of the family was there, and the third one was a doctor on Raw when they had a tag team match, and he's there all. So they had three other extra people that was from there, the Samoan Dynasty that was all there that night.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
On Raw, there was another. I believe it's Jacob Fatu's brother was used as an extra on Raw last week.
Wait, are we talking about the original brother that was part of the original Legacy group?
I don't remember, but I just know there was a in the scene.
Was it him?
In the scene where they did like a pull apart after Sammy got jumped or whatever.
Right.
There was a Samoan quote unquote doctor, and it was Jacob Fatu's brother.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the thing was what Triple H and Paul were trying to do was before the trial, they was going to do the basically like a
tribal
celebration.
council.
Yeah, the Samoan Tribal Council. Yeah.
And it was they had called
Everybody.
that was free, so most of them was there, and then they got the whole storyline ready for the tribal thing, and they was like, we're gonna scrap it, but we're gonna keep you around. So they started using them as extras.
Yeah, somebody. I believe Roman's dad was sick, so he couldn't be on the show. He couldn't make the flight.
There were like three or four of them that were sick.
Yeah, so not having Roman's dad is kind of pointless if Sika's not there. It's kind of pointless.
But the funny thing is, the people that they reached out to that was ready to come, but then they, their last minute, they kind of changed their mind, was also the head of the Hood table.
Mm.
And they also reached out to God.
Yep.
And I was like, dude, no offense, the council was cool. It overran its time, but god damn it, I'd love to see that on TV with all the Samoans just there from other wrestling places.
No, that would have made sense.
I don't know if I've said this on the air, but I've thought about this. For Roman's WrestleMania entrance, we need every Samoan in the business.
Yeah.
Correction. Every Polynesian wrestler in the business. Anybody that's from the South Pacific has to come out with Roman.
Right.
actually
You know what that's
stand
gonna
there while
look.
he's
You know what that's gonna look like. Remember John Cena entrance for WrestleMania where you had like the 40 John Cenas in it?
Yeah,
It's gonna be a whole island of Samoa just on the stage.
Exactly. If he's losing the title, I want every Polynesian wrestler there.
Every Samoan minus Samoa Joe, yes.
Well, yeah, because he works for AEW. Is he the only Samoan in AEW?
No, there's probably others, but
because what do you call it? When there's another one there, there's from the Bullet Club. They also wrestles over AEW every once in a while too. He's still part of New Japan.
Are you talking about Haku-san?
Yeah.
No, he signed the Impact, so he can show up. His full-time contract is with Impact, and then he makes New Japan appearances, so he's eligible for WWE.
I need everybody to be there, and if Roman's losing, we need all fans to be there. If you're going to have Roman win just for WrestleMania and then lose it the Monday night, because we need that big spot.
Time out. It's not a sham. It's not a scam. It's the real Mex Man on Instagram in the Ultra Heelz chat. What up, bro?
Here.
It's not a sham.
It's not a sham. It's not a scam. Mr. X-Man Damn is in the Ultra Heelz chat. What up, man?
Oh shit, he is?
Yeah.
Oh, damn, what's up?
And Valder said Nia Jax still looking fine. I need some pics of her cheeks. Man, she don't post thirst traps, man. I be looking. She don't have any thirst traps.
But check out. If we're gonna have all the family show up for Roman to lose, I'm okay with that.
Exactly.
Oh, we need that 100%.
Yeah, definitely.
If you're going to have Roman win, just so you can have the pop for Monday night, because we need something, because I don't know who they could bring back for the Monday night after WrestleMania. But if you're going to have him win, I need The Rock just to show the hell up and just shake his hand to just start that beef up. He might come back.
Right. Now let's talk about the chair shot heard around the world.
Yeah.
Where Sami Zayn just said, no, that's too much. It's too much.
Too much.
And then he did to Seth Rollins.
It was not the
Bro, as soon as he cracked his back sideways, I just had flashback to Seth, and I was like, damn it. This storyline was golden. Like, this is the storyline of my life at this point.
Yeah.
I had a feeling this was happening before. I had that feeling.
Because when they said on Raw, your final test.
I didn't want it to come to an end, but it did.
Yeah.
You know, am I the only one, or like?
A lot of people wanted this to continue, but
this storyline was amazing.
So the rumor is it's going to be Roman versus Sami in Montreal at Elimination Chamber.
Oh, that makes
sense. A lot of people want it for Mania, but if we're going to Montreal, his home city, why are we going to prolong this to Mania?
Yeah, and obviously he's not going to win.
He's not going to win.
As soon as I heard that the Elimination Chamber was for the U.S. title, I'm like, okay, it's Sami versus Roman for Elimination Chamber. Now that I'm hearing Montreal was the location, of course.
Yeah, Montreal is Elimination Chamber, yep.
But Sami is going to have a WrestleMania match with Kevin Owens.
Most likely it's going to be a tag against the Usos. But
here's the
what about main event Jey Uso? Is he out or is he in? If we go to the next slide. If we go to he said Roman wanted to be over like Hogan, but it ain't going down jacking off on the bus. Whatever that means. I didn't get that part. But the over like Hogan part is pretty funny.
Yeah.
And then Jacob Fatu got on Twitter and said, blood in or blood out? Facts.
If the way Jey Uso walked out of the ring, I was so hyped thinking we might have main event Jey Uso back.
I was the same way too. I was like, oh shit, we getting main event Jey Uso. But then also thought about it. I'm like, yo, Jay from the start didn't want Sami Zayn in that family because he didn't trust him. And Sami trusted that man, and he called him his brother. And for Roman to force him like that, I think Jay just had a flashback of when Roman made him do the same thing. And he was like,
and I didn't think about that. That makes a lot of sense.
Back to that Hell in a Cell match where Roman beat the dog shit out of him.
Where he beats the dog shit out of him and his brother.
Yeah.
To make him finally accept being a part of the bloodline. Yo, I didn't think about that.
Back when he was making motherfuckers like acknowledge me for real.
Now, did y'all catch the ending part when they put the camera in Roman's face?
Oh,
yes.
He said to Solo, we're going to war.
We're going to war. Take no prisoners. I said, I don't even know what that part means.
I'm here for it though.
That's how you end the show.
I'm here for it.
If the rumored match of tag team titles, Jay and Jimmy versus Kevin Owens and Sami at Elimination Chamber, Jay will be super kicking Sami to end the match. Or to end the show. But
again, how do we get Jay back in
to the bloodline? Yeah, that's going to be what's happening over the next couple of weeks of SmackDown, I think.
Oh, and Kelvin, I just saw that. We didn't have a chance to get it in the show. Sami Zayn on the social medias, he has put all of his bloodline stuff out on the curb in the trash.
Did you see the new T-shirt?
Yes, it says Sammy Uso, but it's got the Kevin Owens tape over the
Yes.
word Uso.
And it's got Zayn
It
back.
has Zayn on it. Very creative. Very creative.
And now what everyone's wondering is, does he also get new theme music, or does he go back to the old theme music?
The way things are going, he's just getting new music because they don't want to give anybody of the what is it, LFO?
Yeah, whatever the hell the music
CFO.
Yes.
CFO.
The same way they took everybody Jim's Johnston music, which was the best music ever.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Fuck.
We need him back. Fuck.
Yeah.
Look, as long as the new music is better than this, whatever the hell he had recently,
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I placed this a little oddly in the slides, but yeah, we talked about the couple Easter eggs in the Rumble. Brock and Walter. Booker T was in the Rumble. That was our surprise because we called Edge on last week, but Booker T was not looking too sharp. He was limping all the way there.
First of all, that man didn't even have on knee pads. He had on them compression knee pads. I said, oh yeah, you can tell he like Stone Cold now. That shit is like finally catching up to him.
As soon as I saw the L-shaped ramp, I'm like, how the fuck do you think Booker's running down this?
Nah.
You better give him the golf cart, and they did not give him the golf cart.
Everybody can't be Big Show.
Nope. You can't be big.
Or Braun Strowman or anybody big that they had to do that shit with. But let me tell you, the men's Royal Rumble was great. But that women's Rumble with all the surprises, I just kept sitting up like, so who could be next? I'm over here thinking of every woman past and present.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is coming next? I was like, no offense, this got more surprises than any of the men Rumbles I ever seen.
Oh, well, before we get too far, there's the picture I was talking about. Well, okay, I don't think I said this on there. I talked about this with you before we went on air.
Yes.
What the fuck was supposed to happen in this? It's a beautiful visual, but what the fuck was supposed to happen?
Which, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about this, it makes sense why they did that. Because look at everyone's position right now.
Yeah, again, it's a beautiful visual.
No, I'm saying everyone in the background. It's a rest moment. So they needed to have a big pop happen during the rest moment.
It's a beautiful visual, but as a wrestling move, what the fuck was supposed to happen? Both of you dive at each other. Nobody is going to be in an offensive position. It's going to be a stalemate, period. Nothing was going to happen. Beautiful visual, but what the fuck was supposed to happen?
I don't think they fought afterwards either.
No, I thought someone got thrown out. It was probably Ricochet. It was either Ricochet or Theory, I think.
It's Ricochet. It's Ricochet and Logan.
No, I'm saying got thrown out of the ring afterwards.
Ricochet.
By the way, guys, did you guys see that curb stomp on Austin
Theory, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, his neck looked like it contorted. Like, holy shit.
Yeah, but then hey, Alex was talking about the women's rumble. Obviously, Rhea Ripley won. Only other person I could have seen winning would have been Bayley. But
yeah, the other one winning
it was one of two people, and they went with Rhea. And we found out on Raw she's going to go after Charlotte, which I think Bianca's the better story. But the Charlotte story works too. She wants to get her win back from a couple years ago because Rhea says, "Oh, I wasn't ready for the big stage. That's why I lost. But now I'm ready, and I'm going to fucking kick Charlotte's ass."
A, we do need that to end. And B, there was a name that I forgot about before the Rumble, and I'm glad she came back. Goddamn Asuka. Thank God.
Oh, yeah. Well, Kana. This was
Kana,
the Kana makeup from Stardom.
Yes. Which, when I saw that makeup, I was like, oh, yes.
Yeah. The Women's Rumble, like I said, was the highlight for me. So, in fact, I was just trying to see who else they was going to get. I was like, okay, there's going to be a couple people from NXT. There's going to be people from Raw, SmackDown. I'm like, who legend they going to bring back? Didn't see Chelsea Green show up finally. I said,
and
okay,
they had fucking Michelle McCool just jump the barricade.
It's like,
It was like, what?
She's wearing fucking Uggs and sweatpants.
during the Rumble, yeah. It's like, I just happen to have my wrestling gear underneath.
Like me? For real?
The sad thing is when they did the Raw 30, she was like, look, I'm home. And they didn't even invite me, but my husband's there. And I was like, they got to be using her for the Rumble because if you didn't invite her, then you got to invite her for the Rumble on Saturday. And who showed the fuck up?
Yeah.
Down. So I was like, it made sense. But out of all the entries, to see number 30 be Nia Jax, and on a WWE shop, they had a new Nia Jax t-shirt.
And you need to have a Styles Clash or a face breaker at every certain point in the year because apparently now that AJ Styles has the injury, let's bring back Michelle McCool.
Yeah.
They have the same finisher.
Now, did you get the Nia Jax botch? It wasn't in the ring. They botched her entrance.
They botched it because there was no count.
Yes, there was no countdown.
No
They
count.
just played her music.
Boom, and then the count went off. They just said, fuck it.
It's like, count went off.
After 8, they just said, fuck it.
Cancel it.
Cancel it. She's coming out.
Yeah,
Good
Nia-
job, guys. We had one job.
What was funny to me and fucked up is the simple fact. Did y'all read the comments on WWE's Instagram when Nia Jax showed up?
No, I didn't. What were they?
Was savage. People was like, why you invite her back? She's number the botch. Why is she here? She can't wrestle. Oh my God, y'all really brought her back. It's a stupid idea. But one person on there was like, so you brought back the big bitch that like punching bitches in the face. And I was like, that's the comment.
That's the comment of the year. That's it. No, that's exactly it.
Well, you know what comment was better than that? Seth Rollins at the 2K release party.
Oh, wait. Yeah, Jake moment. Yeah, Jake's moment.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
All right, so number 21, Selena Vega. She came out promoting the Street Fighter 6 game. Shout out to all the FGC, of course.
Let me.
Yeah,
Jake,
go ahead.
Before you get started, when she walked out, the first thing came to mind was you and you only. I swear to you. I hope J-Kid's watching this. Please let me see he watching this. Just to see her come out.
Yeah, I realized Street Fighter 6. I'm like, oh, yep, J-Kid loving this moment.
Yes, definitely. I got to. Now, the cool thing that she did was right on the side of the ropes, I think was Xia Li that she was fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Xia Li.
Yeah.
Yes.
So she was fighting Xia Li and she did the jury pose. Like they did some pose just so it looks like
game?
They did a fighting game pose,
They
yes.
did the fighting game pose, jury pose, and she did the critical art, which is a level 3 super, outside of the ring, and literally threw her head from her foot just out of the ring.
Mm-hmm.
I loved it.
Yeah, that was a nice Easter egg there.
It was a nice Easter egg. It was great.
It was a great moment.
Now this was a. What's up?
No. It was so smooth that she pulled off. As soon as she did it, I was like, oh, damn. I said, yo, she actually pulled off a super? I said, no offense. I kind of need Selena Vega to start doing this a lot more or just keep that as a title.
Well, obviously, after the Rumble or during the Rumble, Street Fighter posted a video, a trailer that Selena Vega is going to be a commentary team on the game.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to be a commentary in the game. So, this is all promotion of the game. Same night, also, Street Fighter did a promo on SNL. SNL did a skit for it the same night as Selena Vega did this.
And during the Rumble, it was announced that she was also the
she's commentary of the game.
Nice.
So it's pretty good. I gotta say, pretty cool crossover. It's pretty nice because we had our event and it was a Street Fighter event, and we were watching the Rumble. So it was a great turnout for that night. So it was awesome.
Yeah, nice.
Nice.
So as I was saying, Seth Rollins quote. He had the quote of the week.
Oh, I love this.
He was interviewed at the 2K release party.
arguably quote of the month.
And he was asked about CM Punk. He said, "Oh, Philly Phil, stay away. Stay away, you cancer. Get away from me forever. I don't like Phil. He's a jerk. Didn't we just figure that out? He's a jerk. We figured it out over there. We knew it over here. I don't want him back. Go do something else. Bye. See you later."
Recently Booker T also agreed with Rollins on this.
Yeah. So, but I know, obviously, people want to say, oh, it's a work. He's going to show up for Mania to fight Rollins. He's still under contract. And as I said earlier, it's most likely going to be Seth Rollins, Logan Paul, because Logan Paul eliminated Rollins, and then on Raw, he was in a backstage interview. The person said, "Oh, what do you think about Logan Paul?" And then Seth Rollins just walked away. He didn't even answer. He just walked away.
And Seth's currently got this like high celebrity look out of all of the Monday Night Messiah looks kind of thing.
Yeah.
Bro, no offense. Seth Rollins at the 2K event looked like he was going to the CMA Awards.
Yeah. He was wearing the Canadian tuxedo, as they call it.
That's what they call that? I would never.
If you wear like a jean shirt with jeans, or you wear a jean jacket, it's called a Canadian tuxedo.
A denim jacket with denim pants, certain kind of boots, and I'm not sure about the shirt, but otherwise, yeah, it's basically a Canadian
tuxedo. I don't know why, but it's called a Canadian tuxedo.
Because of the denim.
That sounds stupid. That sounds like it should be called more of a Texas tuxedo. Because it sounds like that's what Texans would wear on every day.
Nah, they wouldn't wear the jacket. The Canadians would.
Yeah. Yeah, because you wouldn't need a jacket in Texas. It's too fucking hot.
Bro, what that mean? You forget it snowed that one time and people damn near died. You think they care about the heat?
I guess. Bray Wyatt put out a quote. He was in the Out of Character podcast with Ryan Satan. He was asked about if he would ever bring back the Hawaiian shirt gimmick, and he said no, because it reminds him too much of Brody, and he doesn't want to do it without Brody.
That's fair.
That is fair.
It's fair. Bro, can we talk about that match?
I was trying to avoid it. Notice how deep in the show we are, and we haven't talked about it.
I was trying to avoid shit. You know the only thing I want to talk about? I just want to talk about Bray Wyatt's entrance and when the lights turn from regular to the CSI black lights. That's all I want to talk about. I don't give a fuck about the rest of that.
I was fine with the CSI black light. I was like, okay, this is interesting, but it wasn't spectacular.
It's cool. It's like something a 17-year-old made in 2K19. We're not talking about 2022 or 20 or both of those games.
I just feel sorry that Mountain Dew sponsored that.
Yeah, right. You feel sorry? I feel sorry for LA Knight. Fuck Mountain Dew. They've got billions of dollars. That's a Pepsi brand. They've got billions of dollars. I feel sorry for LA Knight having to live through that bullshit.
I know, man.
I don't feel bad for LA Knight. You know why? Because I feel like Mountain Dew pitched that idea, and it was like, if you want this bread, you're going to do it.
Yeah, I feel like Mountain Dew probably gave him a bonus on that. That's actually a good point. I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
But to see Bray Wyatt come out just regular, and that black light hit and the face paint he had on, I was like, I don't know who did that, but I need that face paint in my 2K23.
That was a genius idea. I love that.
That was a good face paint one.
I did also say that's a very Naomi style match.
Word, they should just have her on the side dressed in her brightest color so she could have been the most brightest star in the crowd. I ain't gonna lie, the Rumble was good this year. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie.
It was good.
It was all right.
It was a good balance to the card.
It didn't look like Triple H. I mean, it didn't look like Vince McMahon was involved in anything.
Yeah.
The only thing Vince McMahon is involved in is trying to find some of that new talent to play with his balls.
No. There was one moment I'd say Vince was involved in, and that was Uncle Howdy jumping from the top of the...
And missing.
Yeah, and missing horribly.
Yeah, because when the fan cameras... it wasn't even close. LA Knight just had to, roll over into the hole.
Hey, man, first of all, how many times have we had that in the past? Motherfuckers jump beside niggas, and all of a sudden they just roll right into it. Yeah. At this point now, that feels like a WWE staple at this point.
Yeah, it is. Thanks to Sheik.
I just want to know who was Howdy when they did that jump.
Shane McMahon. I'm betting money that it was Shane McMahon.
No, Shane connects. I'm
about to say no. Shane don't turn the air. Shane jumps his full body out.
It was actually Bo Dallas.
Was it Jeff Hardy?
Oh no, we didn't do it with Jeff Hardy because he did a swanton. There's no hand gesture. The swanton just immediate.
Why is Uncle Howdy doing a swanton?
It was probably Ricochet, knowing it with all the jumps he was doing the night.
Could have been.
I don't know, but that match for me, like I said, once I saw the paint and then I saw him grab that mask and then his face change, I said, "Oh, this is dope. I like this part. This is the creepy Bray Wyatt Mysterio type of shit I like." The rest of that match, I was like,
It was
that don't really get it.
Wasn't for me. It wasn't for me.
You think I had a way. It still was better than the Five Fun House.
Yeah, I'll give you the post match only because it was like LA Knight keeps smacking him in the head. I'm like, oh, it's Dead by Daylight. That's it.
Yeah. Also over the weekend, I believe this was on Sunday. Both Karrion Kross and Matt Riddle got their belt ceremonies at the Gracie Gym. Karrion Kross is now a purple belt, and Matt Riddle's a black belt. So technically, Matt Riddle can kick Karrion Kross's ass. Technically.
Yeah,
in martial arts.
To be honest, I feel like Matt Riddle could kick his ass even if he wasn't a belt because of the UFC shit.
Now we're gonna see this in Mania.
I believe Kross did some low level MMA.
He probably did. He looks like it.
I bet he trains with it, but that's not his main style.
Yeah.
Say right now, Karrion Kross right there looks like a happy father of 3.
Yes. Yes, it does. You got Messiah mid-drink, and he's about to spit it out.
No, it came out my nose, sir. It came out my nose.
Okay, I wasn't looking. I just saw you bent over.
Hey, look, like the lone stoner that just wanted to learn something new and got good at something he didn't know he was good at.
Yeah, Cross with hair, it does not look intimidating. He just looks like a stockbroker that he works like 4 hours, then he goes to the gym and does steroids and coke.
Oh God, you just named Baron Corbin's tag team partner.
That's what Cross looks like with hair. He's a stockbroker that does coke and hair and steroids on the side.
Yeah, you're right. I'm not that.
And then he's got a family of 3 and a wife, and he bangs hookers raw in the hotel. And then goes home to his wife. Basically, the story of Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
Basically, Karrion Kross with hair looks like a nerd. Without hair, looks like a KKK member. Yeah. I don't think he has a look between those two.
I guess not.
No.
Thank you to Tony Khan for fighting the Warner Brother executives and allowing Mark Briscoe to honor his brother. Too bad he had to die to make it on the AEW television.
Yeah.
Works.
But thank you, Tony Khan. You did the right thing. I'll let you live for another week.
Did the right thing with the right opponent.
Yeah. You weren't a total Mark. So it wasn't Mark.
Yo.
So yeah.
That match was actually.
The match was dope.
It was good.
The match was
very good.
I did not think of that match like that. I was like, yo, this shit is actually a banger. I was like, no offense. But we know he got to go on tag team titles. He's going to have to vacate them. But goddamn, I want ROH to be like, you and your brother are the last tag team, and then just make a whole new belt and end that run of that tag team belt with this stuff.
You know what? I agree with that.
Knowing Tony Khan, he probably will, because he did that with the TNT title after Brody died. He gave that version to -1, and that's when they made the black TNT title.
I think, I fully support that. I definitely do.
Well, considering Tony Khan had these new belts made with the modern logo, just go back to whatever the last set of belts were when Ring of Honor closed, which was the gold ones instead of the silver ones. So all you gotta do is just go grab the belt in his fucking closet.
Yo, did you watch the funeral service? Because actually posted on YouTube.
No, I didn't. I did not get to see it, but I know Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens flew out after the Rumble to go.
Dude, Tony Khan flew out half of the roster to that damn funeral. It was so big of a funeral, they had to hold it. They had to hold the ceremony inside of a high school gym.
It was in their high school, the town's high school.
Yeah, Sandy Fork.
Now, what makes it funny is Jay Briscoe's brother was telling a story, and for some reason, that story had everybody laughing. But yo, Mark Briscoe hasn't shed a tear not one time since his brother been gone. And I was like, bruh, he's got to be the strongest motherfucker I ever seen. He just keep living life like this regular at this point. I said, bruh, not me. Every time you look at me, bruh, I be crying. I swear, you would think I was Vince McMahon when he was about to get fired by Triple H every 30 seconds.
I think it's more of it's not that he misses his brother. He just knew his brother was a really solid dude, like he is. No, he's just generally a good guy, and all the love you're getting from everybody. How can you be sad at that moment?
Bruh, but you had to hear the story he told about him. Yeah, it was so funny, and it was so quick. He was like, yo, me and my brother, we get up. We used to go ride bikes in the morning. He said, my brother left 10 minutes for me. I'm trying to catch up to him. He said, I see him by a grave, and he just sitting there, and he's like, got his head on it. He said, what you doing there, morning? He said, you know who that is? He said, nah, man, I'm taking a shit. He said, man, it's moments like that, bro. I'm a miss. And I was like, bro, I thought it was going to be some up-rope spiritual shit. No, man, talking about his brother taking a shit on somebody's grave for real.
Mourning like that is really time and place thing, I think, with some people. Like, he knows at this moment he can't be seen crying or stuff like that. He's got to be the strong brother. He's got to be that family member.
FTR posted a picture of them and Mark Briscoe receiving their Fightful awards, because every fucking news website has to have their own year-end award. So the Fightful awards, they went and took pictures together for.
Yeah, I'm happy they got that that match of the year. That match literally was the match of the fucking year. Anytime they got in the ring with each other, it was just the match.
Yeah, all three matches are just absolutely insane. All three.
It is.
But you know what? Is it? What's even more insane? We still don't have an AEW video game.
We have a release date for the next WWE game, and we still don't have AEW.
You want to know why this one isn't released? According to, I forgot what website it was, but the latest holdup is the ESRB rating.
Yes, I did hear about this.
Because of the gratuitous violence, they want to put an M rating on the game.
It's not necessarily the violence. It's
That's the explanation. The gratuitous violence, the gratuitous fantasy violence.
the fantasy violence relating to the amount of blood that is in the game.
Yes.
That is the relation. It's really the blood, which is labeled under the violence.
Well, AEW wants to be rated T for teen, but ESRB has given it an M rating. Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out why would they give it an M rating for the simple fact what? Because everything you could do in the AEW game, you kind of could do in WWE. Hell, you can even turn the blood on in the WWE game. So.
No, but for the blood in the WWE game, it's just like a little cut on the forehead. And with the amount of blood, and I saw this earlier, it's on every part of the body, the arms, the chest, the head. If you're in a thumbtack match, blood will spawn on the ring.
Yeah.
So there's way more blood in this than there would be in a WWE game.
Think of like Dragon Ball Z in the 90s versus Dragon Ball Z in like 2002.
Yeah.
The change in blood.
Think of
That's WWE versus the AEW game.
No, think of Mortal Kombat, literally, for an example.
Yeah.
The amount of blood you would see in that.
And they had to go through that too. I mean, that was how they started it. They started the ratings. For
The MSC rating, yeah. Combat is the reason why we got this shit.
Pretty much. Also, AEW has a new TV deal in Europe with DAZN? DAZN, whatever. They're going to carry all the Dynamites, all the Rampages, all the Battle of the Belts, all the pay-per-views on their streaming platform, and you will also get Dark and Dark Elevation on the regular TV as opposed to having to watch it on YouTube in Europe. It's going to cover, like, I think it was like 42 countries across Europe and Asia. So
Some off the top of my head that I remember are Hungary, Ukraine, Albania.
Yes, I do have the full list. Albania, Armenia, Albazarkhan, Belarus, Bosnia, Bulgaria, Croatia, Cyprus, Czech Republic, Denmark, Estonia, the Falk Islands, Finland, Georgia, Gibraltar, Greece, Hungary, Iceland, Jersey. I didn't know that was a country. Kazakhstan. Yes. Kyrgyzstan, we've now got Pokemon countries. Latvia, Lithuania, Malta, Montenegro, North Macedonia, Norway, Poland, Portugal, Republic of Moldova, Romania, Serbia, Slovakia, Slovenia, Sweden, Tajikistan, Turkey, Turkmenistan, Ukraine, and Uzbekistan.
Yeah, if we fucked up the name of your country, we are sorry.
Yeah, I don't speak Slavic. I'm sorry. No hard feelings.
No offense. Y'all can say y'all. I am sorry. I can't say none of them shit. So fuck that.
But yeah, the Kyrgyzstan really fucked me up. I know I'm saying it wrong, but I just see Kyogre. I know I'm fucking it up, but I see Kyogre. Yeah, I see. I'm sorry. I see Kyrgyzstan.
I was like, do we really go through all the names? We got like 2 minutes left.
Yeah. Last bit. Put some respect on Camille. 600 days as NWA Women's Champion.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, put some respect on her.
Hey, before we go, are we not going to talk about the song made for Zack Ryder and Matt Cardona and Impact? You know, because they're Edge's bitch.
Oh, I didn't hear about that.
I didn't catch that.
So apparently, the major players at Impact is having a feud with somebody over there, and he made this video of like them playing with toys, saying they wasted money, him sleeping with Chelsea Green, and then when he gets to the chorus, he showed a picture of them, and he put Edge bitch 1, Edge bitch 2, and that's really the
I gotta look that up.
It literally happened like it happened like Impact last week, and it is so funny because online people was like, dude, whoever wrote that and whoever did that, they just went above and beyond and said, fuck everything else. Because they literally just, every time they said, bitch 1, bitch 2, it was Matt Cardona's face and Brian Mackey's face every second. And I was like, yo, who wrote this? Who allowed this on TV? Thank you. Yeah. Thank you for the last for today for Impact Wrestling.
All right, we gotta get out of here. But I'm gonna run through like 3 Sheik tweets, the top 3 that I saw, because we promised Sheik tweets. So you can hit the music as I read the Sheik tweets. To avoid confrontation, don't be a jabroni. We're living in a society where everyone is a dumb son of a bitch. Fuck Napster. And we're gonna leave on this one. In the not too distant future, go fuck yourself. I've been Darth Messiah. Thank you, Bartman.
Thank you.
Good night, Alex. Good night, J Kid.
Good night to all. Good night.
Peace.
Let's get it.
Patrick Mahomes, NFC champion, apparently to Sheik.